I've recently come to the conclusion that I should never make promises on the internet ever again. So this is a video about my New Year's resolutions.
Lesmiserableone. Ding.
Hello there my friends, what is going on today? My name is Aaron Hastings and welcome to the Lesmiserableone channel, a place where we make silly internet videos. Now before I jump into today's video, I do need to ask you to please smash that like button. If we could get today's video to 573 likes, that would be just fantastic, really. And of course make sure you watch to the end of the video to see me kill myself. But anyway, sarcasm and satire aside, I do genuinely wish today to talk about my New Year's resolutions and 3 of the biggest things that I do want to do in general this year. Make sure you stay tuned for number 3 because I think it's a pretty big one. So the first major thing that I want to do this year is kind of get out of this country. Basically, if you didn't know, I live in the UK, and whilst I have visited Scotland once or twice and Wales like 2 or 3 times, I have spent the majority of my time in England, in this like tiny little island in the middle of the sea, just so tiny. Because this is the passport that I had when I was a very small bean. I've only left the country like properly like once, and that was to go to Florida when I was about 3.5. So funnily enough, I don't think this is going to fly, as it were. However, I have recently acquired a new passport, which means that I am finally able to leave this little island, and I don't exactly know where I want to go. It's kind of like, you know, when you have all of the freedom in the world and you're like, shit, what do I do first? This is so exciting. And of course, because you are probably wondering, here is the picture from this passport. Now be warned, I do look like either a startled deer, like in the headlights kind of thing, or someone who is about to be convicted of murder. So this is that. Yeah, laugh it up, or run away scared. I wouldn't blame you either way. Number 2 on the great big list of things to do this year is to play more shows. As you may or may not know, I am a music man. Here is a link in the iCard to the music things that I do. But I didn't actually play a great deal of shows last year. It was my intention to play like a whole bunch, but it just didn't happen. Part of that again was money, because there was one point in June where I'd actually managed to get 1 show in Scotland and 1 show in London. So I was playing in Glasgow and London within the space of about 2 weeks, and now I live like here, so I needed to get up there and down there, and I had like 0 money. So I actually had to borrow money to go and play my own free shows, which wasn't necessarily the best thing. However, this year I do really want to just get back to basics. That's kind of one of the themes of this year, is just going back to basics. So I do just want to play as many shows as I can in, like, you know, little coffee shops or pubs or like people's back-ons or houses, or like, you know, your nan's birthday party. Like, I'll play pretty much anything. I also want to do more kind of like live streamy type things, because those were quite fun when I used to do those. So be on the lookout for that if that's something you are interested in. And finally, number 3, again on the topic of bringing things back to basics, is actually to remember why I started YouTube in the first place. When I made a conscious decision to start talking to a camera, it was for a very specific reason, and that was because I followed a lot of people who were game collectors, and they made videos talking about their game collections. They kind of lived in different parts of the world, so they'd send each other different games that weren't available in their countries, things that were like rare and hard to find. They'd kind of, you know, like trade games, or they'd, you know, respond to each other's videos and share thoughts and opinions, and it just kind of really struck me that these people had made friends through like YouTube, through this video platform. They'd been able to connect with one another and actually kind of create something really unique and interesting in like this kind of community, and I thought that was really cool. But the problem is that I don't tend to think about it like that very often, because as you are probably all acutely aware, this site and the community is not what it was a few years ago, not even close. And I for one have become very disillusioned with it and don't really feel like it's something that I necessarily want to be a part of anymore, and it's not something that I feel like I am a part of anymore actually. So what I want to do this year is kind of take it back to basics, and whilst I'm not sure necessarily if I want to be part of the broader YouTube community or if it's even still a thing, I do want to focus down more on my YouTube community, because I have made a lot of friends through this site and I have done a lot of cool things because of it, and I need to kind of just respect that a bit more. One of the kind of overarching themes for this year for me, like not like, you know, tangible goals that I can say, like I want to play this many gigs or I want to make this many videos or reach this many subscribers. Like one of the overarching themes of 2017 for me is to just be like a better friend, a better family member, and overall like a better person, really. And I think YouTube is going to be a part of that. So anyway guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Make sure to like this video if you did enjoy it, and leave some comments letting me know what your resolutions are for the year and what videos you want to see me make, because hopefully I'm back on this channel like properly. Like this is where I want to focus, I think. So make sure you do subscribe here, because this is where the bulk of things are going to be happening. Fingers crossed, maybe this year we'll finally hit 1,000 and actually be classed as a real YouTuber. Because even though I've been on YouTube for 8 years, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't go to the YouTube space or be considered like an actual proper YouTuber. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, as I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you really soon, hopefully.
Subscribe up here, then watch a recent video down there. And also check out some other stuff in these annotations.